Hello everyone, my name is IRYNA and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about why is it so important to release expectations on the twin flame journey and how to actually release them. So in general, anytime we set expectations, either for twin flame or any other person, that means we're putting them in charge of our happiness. Putting expectations on other people is never a good idea. Nobody owes you anything. Your twin flame doesn't owe you anything. This is one of the few connections in this world that are going to teach you. They're going to teach you how to let go of expectations. Because the way this journey is staged, the way that when the twin flames come together, say divine masculine would not be available emotionally or physically, or they're going to run from the intensity of the connection. This is precisely done for you to learn how to let go of expectations, how to learn how to be in charge of your own happiness, and how to take control over your life instead of giving control to somebody else. Anytime you put somebody in charge of your happiness, you automatically assign expectations. Okay? So if you meet somebody, say you're twin flame or not, doesn't matter. You literally, okay, this person has everything I need. Now we're going to do this and that together. Or they're going to take of this or those needs from me. And you automatically make them, so to speak, put them in the certain molds. First of all, it's not fair to them. Okay, nobody should be in charge of your happiness. Other humans don't exist for you to make you happy, so to speak. Okay, as cruel as it sounds, I'm sorry if you haven't realized that yet. I'll be the first one to tell you. Other humans are not here to fulfill your needs and desires. Yes, coming into meaningful connections can bring a lot of joy and enrichment into your life, but nobody else other than you is responsible for your own happiness and well-being. Nobody else. And if you still think that somebody else is responsible, you're setting yourself for a big trap and disappointment. Your relationships are not going to be healthy. They're going to be codependent relationships where you're dependent on others for your joy, happiness, satisfaction, fulfillment. The list goes on. So the number one thing you have to do is ask yourself, why am I putting my twin flame or anybody else in charge of my happiness? Why am I not thinking that I am empowered enough to create my own happiness for other things? If you are one of those people who used to get pleasure and joy from relationships, which again, many of humans are, but if you're in the past were relying on other people to be a source of your joy, happiness, satisfaction, you're going to be not only perpetually disappointed, but the twin flame journey, not like any other journey, will teach you how to actually not to put expectations, because this is the journey that's going to teach you how to empower yourself to be the source of your own joy and happiness and satisfaction, how to take care of your emotional, physical, or whatever other needs. And look for the ways to enrich your life that goes beyond just the relationships. So if you want to be happy and if you want to have peace in life, in relationships, if you want harmony, number one thing you have to get rid of is expectations. But to get rid of those expectations, you need to stop putting other people in charge of your happiness and give so much importance to other people's presence, absence in your life, or their actions or their reactions. You will need to empower yourself to become in charge of your own joy, happiness, your own peace. You gotta become a source of your own love for yourself. And this journey is here to teach you that. And the sooner you're going to realize the objective, the better. Again, releasing all expectations, as hard as it is possible, but only after you start recognizing that you've been putting all of that responsibility for your well-being and all other things on other people. And if you track it down through your life, you might find it in other relationships. So sit down and track it down. You're gonna see it. And you might try to do it in for your twin flame relationship as well, or connection, but it's just not gonna work. Your twin flame is not gonna do what you want them to do. They're not gonna be where you want them to be. You know, the universe will give you this connection that's gonna feel so good, so satisfying, and only you would think, oh my gosh, this person checks all the boxes. This would be my ideal guy. That's what I thought when I saw my twin flame. When I got to know him better, I was like, oh my gosh, this is my perfect guy. He knows how to do this, he knows how to do that. He's taking charge, he's caring, and then boom, he disappeared out of my life. And I had to learn how to become my own source of joy and happiness. So you're gonna have to ask yourself, why is it that you're putting other people in charge of your happiness? Why this pattern exists in your life? Why you feel not empowered enough to make yourself happy, to be the source of your own joy and happiness? The way we bond with our twins is very, very deep, and it's very satisfying. And we bond on spiritual, emotional, and mental levels with them. But if you are connected with your twin flame in 5D, when you know they're always with you, you always feel connected. Just because they're your twin flame, they don't owe you anything. You know, humans put so many expectations on other humans. You know, instead of just loving them, allowing them to be as they are, setting them free, we put all these conditions and expectations. The humans are using humans for other things. You know, look around. Look, people use each other every single day to satisfy their needs. Well, this connection is different. This connection is here to give you a reality check. This connection is here to teach you that your twin is not here to follow your expectations and is not here to fulfill some sort of needs. Because the joy for me is to just love him. And I set him free from expectations. And at the same time, I set myself free from all these expectations and conditions. So how can you do it? Is to empower yourself to be the source of your own joy and happiness. And how you're gonna do that is gonna be individual to you. A lot of times, what we want from our other people, we can give to ourselves. A lot of times, what you want from your twin, you can give to yourself. The one thing that nobody can ever replicate for my twin is not what he does, not what he says, not what he is. It's just the way I feel about him, you know? But he doesn't need to be in physical presence for me to love him. Your twin flame does not need to be next to you for you to love them. You love them, it gives you joy. It gives me joy to love my twin, you know? So I choose to love him no matter what. So work on releasing those expectations. Again, review your life. See what you can do for yourself to be happy. If you need to meditate more, if you need to practice mindfulness, bring yourself in the present moment. Stop constantly thinking about the future, focusing on union. It's not going to get you anywhere. You know, only focusing on your life and the present moment and how you can extract every single piece of joy from the current moment, from little things, practicing gratitude. This is all very basic, but this is your answer. There is no magic solution. These are all basic things, but the twin flame journey is teaching us how to come back to the basics.